Hello, and welcome back to Soul Path Dreaming. I am currently recording outside because it is a beautiful day, but it is quite windy where I am, so I apologize for the wind. We'll try to take moments of pauses to allow the wind to go through so that it won't be too distracting for you. So, apparently it's very windy. If you are here, you know that this is the remaining pile that was chosen from my Facebook. On Facebook, you can go to Soul Path Dreaming and watch me read piles aloud. On Tuesday, there are 2 piles that you can choose from. I just ask that you center yourself and allow your soul or higher self to help you choose the pile that is meant for you at this time. The remaining pile gets read here, to which you can share, like, comment, subscribe, whichever you feel. Also, I am booking for dream readings where I go into the dream space, otherwise known as sleeping, and I dream for you. If you would like information on that, please email me. The link for that is in the description box below. Or you can find me on Facebook and you can message me at Soul Path Dreaming. Let's start the reading. So the first card that was chosen for today is this card. And it says, "The blessings of letting go. Free yourself from negative entanglement by letting go." By letting go, the emotional ties, beliefs, and outdated ways of thinking no longer serve you. You have the power. That which you let go will transform into an endless being. Namaste. Let's read it one more time. Free yourself from negative entanglement by letting go of emotional ties, beliefs, or outdated ways of thinking that no longer serve you. You have the power that which you let go, that when you let go will transform you into an endless being. Namaste. So this is really kind of the preface of the reading. When you let go of negative attachments, or even really attachments that aren't really negative, but they really just don't serve you a purpose, like mindless scrolling or filling your time with things that are really meaningless, like watching too much TV, not being out in nature, or not really connecting to other people. Any way that takes you out of a organic state and makes you feel inorganic, less like yourself, is really something that you should be thinking about letting go of. So, the next... Oh, also, if you were drawn to this pile from this little coin, it says, "Love, dream, and believe." Love, dream, and believe. So that might be a message for you as well. The question that Spirit is asking us today is this: what am I avoiding just because the next step is uncomfortable? What am I avoiding just because the next step is uncomfortable? So that also ties into, what can you let go of? What is making you so sedentary or stuck in your ways or stagnant, that you do not want to let go of it because it's uncomfortable for you to take the next step. And it doesn't have... Oh, wait, we're going to pause. This is a long pause, guys. It's pretty windy. But the wind has something to say today, and which is why I wanted to record out here. Sometimes we need this wind to come into our lives and shake things up so that we can get a different perspective. When energy is moved around, we have the ability to look at things from a different perspective. Oftentimes we just get stuck on one way of thinking when there's actually many ways of thinking, because we are multidimensional beings. We have the ability to see things from many different perspectives. We just choose not to, because that is a limited belief that keeps being brought into our way of growing up as young children and then young adults and so on and so forth. So when we break that cycle of limited beliefs or limited way of thinking, we allow the wind to come in and shake things up, proverbially. It's pretty windy though. Okay, so the next card is our animal card. Oops, it's upside down. Which is the bat. The bat. The bat asks us, like a bat, so much of our being resides in the dark. Inertions and alterations of our self sit in silence, pushed aside by lighter energies. These aspects of ourselves wait patiently suspended in time. As a bat awakens and her journey begins, we too explore the twilight. The neutrality with new vibrations unfold. With intentions and insight, Bat brings our life's work to us, revealing hidden gifts. She encourages us to trust our senses and embrace our shadows. In the darkness, light does exist. And if you do follow me on Facebook, or you are new here, I do talk a lot about recognizing that dream work is actually sometimes a much more pleasant way to do our shadow work. Also, we can't be the light unless we embrace our shadows. This is how we become whole. Shadow work is also our inner work. So when you have the ability to see in the dark, if you think about a dream, you are suspended in time, you're sleeping. When you are dreaming, oh, there went the card. When you are dreaming, your darkness is illuminated with all kinds of colors, different imageries, different music, different vibrations, and we really see the brightest as if we did during the day. That is the wonderful gift of dream work. So when you can tap into what is your unique dream language, you tap into who you are as a being. And often with the power of intention, you can go into the dream space. You can go into the dream space and ask, what are you needing to understand about yourself? What are you needing to unfold? What are you needing to let go of? The next card is the tarot card, which is the High Priestess. And this is from the Tarot of Mystical Moments. This card talks to us about using our intuition, being guided, understanding things in a way that maybe is not quite so logical. I always view the high priestess as our higher self, but we will read more as like a guide for our journey. You're always trying to become a version of your higher self, and then that version of that higher self, and so on and so forth. So I like to read things out of the book for people who need to know what a different opinion is. The high priestess is standing between a pair of red curtains, protecting the entrance to a mystical blue sky. She is the guardian of the unconscious mind and knows the secrets to access those areas of sacred wisdom. So I have a saying that dream work, or the ability to dream, is our subconscious meeting our conscious guides. Our subconscious meeting our conscious guides. So in essence, it's us talking to our higher self, which is represented by the blue shell near her throat chakra. Explore the hidden places. The ships in the dark waves show you the depths of your intuition that guide you on your journey. So in the upright position, it means sacred wisdom, potential, intuition, unconscious. In the reversed, ask yourself, are you concealing secrets? Are you denying your potential? Are you being overly rational? The next card is Pause for the Wind. The Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups talks about focusing on only really one path when you have many options, particularly in relationships. So Cups talks about relationships. How are you dealing with multiple relationships? Are you only focusing on just one? Let's read what it says in the book. On this card, we see a woman in a dreamlike scene. The woman reclines a bed of clouds in the sky, and her long auburn hair floats weightless. The woman is choosing one star with her pointing wand, but is this the right choice? The chosen star might not reveal opportunities she has been longing for. The woman needs to wake up from this dreamlike state of illusion and focus on what is good for her. This card talks about self-care, self-love, and having good boundaries for yourself. We can get stuck in a rut where we think we only ever just have one option. And that may be because we have limited beliefs about ourselves, or we have these preconceived notions that we are not worthy enough to choose what we really, truly resonate with. So go down deep. Think about, how is this really resonating with you? How is this relationship that's coming into your life? This can be a work relationship, a friend relationship, a romantic partnership, or even the relationship with yourself. If you are not resonating with yourself, how can you trust yourself, your intuition, your higher self? How can you step yourself out of the proverbial game that we're playing and trust that you have gifts? Trust that you can heal parts of yourself where you feel unworthy. If you feel unworthy, you have shadow work to do. You have inner work to do. And that's how you can become more comfortable. The next card is... Actually, I want to keep these in order. The next card is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very logical, very analytical. He's also very kind and very caring, and he's very no-nonsense. So when... I'm hoping I'm covering this wind. when we embrace the essence of what is the King of Swords, we embrace a part of ourselves that is no nonsense, that trusts ourselves, trusts our intuition, trusts that we can go through with a plan and have it happen. It manifests what you need. So according to this book, this author, she says, the King of Swords is well-respected authority and is the master of using his sword, which in this case is his thought process, which represents his intellectual power. He can be confronted with problems, but manages to keep a clear, logical mind. The bird reflects his ability to react quickly and intuitively. The blue color surrounding him symbolizes his breadth of king's knowledge. So, if you are not feeling this way, ask yourself, are you being overly analytical? Are you abusing your power? Are you manipulating yourself and others? Are you confusing? Do you have confusion, and are you acting rashly? If the card is upright, do you feel mental adaptiveness, intellectual prowess, insightfulness, quick learner, problem solver? So these are things that you can ask yourself, but when you are tapped into this, you are having more options for yourself, trusting your inner guidance. And the last card of today is Archangel Michael, card 35 for my number people, and it's your root chakra. So your first chakra is your root chakra. It talks about having a good foundation in all things. So communication, your emotional state, your emotional well-being. But I just feel called to read, hopefully that stays there, what the affirmation was. I didn't want to read what the card meant. That's not what my guide said. It says stability and security. The affirmation for this card is, my first chakra is open to perfect healthy state. I am strong, stable, safe, and secure. Archangel Michael guides me and supports me always. So, can you ask yourself, do you feel supported? Do you feel, and if not, are you calling in guides to help support you? You have many different guides that you can have access to at any time. So when you are feeling unstable, call in the ability to become stable. Tap into that way of being. Really harness the energy of, I have stability in my life. I am a stable person. I am going to be letting go of things that don't serve me, whether that be people, your emotional state, the way you think, or even how you have the ability to make things tangible in your life. What are your gifts? Is that making you feel stable? Is there something that you can learn to become more stable whilst using your gifts? So if this pile resonates with you and you'd like to continue hearing more of these piles or card readings, put a comment in the comment box. I hope that you enjoyed this reading and that the wind was not too much for you. I hope that you have a really blessed, great day. Namaste.